Hey, happy Video Friday from my deck. It's the deck edition. It is so hot here in Iowa. We have had like 90 degree weather. Can't talk, as you know. For the past week and a half, 2 weeks, we need a little rain. We need something. So the funny thing is my house shouldn't really be that cold, but it feels freezing inside my house at like the mid 70s. Like it said, it's 74, 75 in my house. So all day I go from like cold in the house, so I come outside to warm up, and then I get really hot, and then I go back inside. So I'm writing out here on my deck under my sun umbrella, inside for a little bit, back out here. Crazy, 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 but I actually love this time of year. I love the hot days like this. I would love it more if I had like a swimming pool in my backyard. Instead, we have just a pond, which I would never swim in, but it's still a nice view. Anyway, I am going to share my updated 2021 schedule because it's changed. I told you in the last video or two what I was going to do this year, but because of you, and because of the release of For Lucy and the feedback from For Lucy, I have tweaked what I'm going to put out for you this year. So let's get to it. Okay, so what am I going to write for you? Well, after For Lucy released, the feedback, first of all, has been amazing. And for those of you who have not listened to the audiobook, and you actually are audiobook people, even if you're not an audiobook person, it is a fantastic audiobook. I don't usually love audiobooks. I like reading things and having it in my head versus somebody else's voice and whatnot. But, sorry, there's bugs around here. I freak out about them. Anyway, this version of For Lucy, the audio, is amazing. I actually like the audio better than just reading it in my head. So make sure you grab that if you haven't already. Anyway, the neighbor's air conditioner is going to start. Hopefully you can still hear me. So, yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. Evidently, I shouldn't be outside. Anyway, but the feedback from For Lucy was, for the most part, most everyone has really loved it. And some of you think it's my best work, and that's very flattering because it's something very different, and it has given me the confidence to go ahead and continue to try new things in my writing, that it's okay to step over into women's fiction if I want to. But at the same time, I've had a lot of you ask for something a little bit lighter, something not quite so emotionally heavy, and so I'm going to entertain that request. And originally I was going to just jump straight into the next duet in the Life series, which I have jumped into. I've written, 10, 15 chapters of it, but I put it on pause, and I've started writing a rom-com, definitely contemporary romance, but I would call this one a rom-com. And I am going to write yet another contemporary romance rom-com after that I will probably publish in serial format, meaning I might put this on Kindle's Vella, is that what it's called? The kind of, you get so many chapters at a time. Kiss is an app that I'm on with my backlist that you get so many chapters at a time, or it's a series situation that they do with books. Radish is another one. So Kiss, Radish, Vella, there's a whole bunch of them, and I'm looking into putting some of my backlist stuff with some other serial apps. And the stuff with Vella, though, can't be backlist stuff that's already been published. It has to be new material put out in a serial form. And if you're like me and you're older and you just think, I just want the whole book at once, I totally get it. Here's me. I just want the whole book at once. This probably wouldn't be my way of reading, but there's a huge audience for it. And so I think you're going to see a lot of authors participating in some type of serial fiction writing, whether it be just their backlist stuff or maybe writing some exclusive content like I hope to be doing to some degree. But so I'm going to be writing these two books. One of them I will put out just like a regular release to you, and the other one I will probably put out through some type of serial fiction app or through Vella, or combination of both. And eventually, after a certain amount of time, those serial fiction books will be put into just a regular book, ebook, available on all the retailers or possibly through Kindle Unlimited or something at a later date. So if you don't want to jump into it, but you don't want to miss out on my stories, that's fine. You just might have to wait a little bit longer for the stories that I might write exclusively for some of these serial fiction apps or websites. But you for sure will be getting a contemporary romance / rom-com from me coming this fall. And I have pushed then that Life series duet to the first part of 2022. I might have book 1 complete, and I might publish book 1 potentially by the end of this year, maybe December. I don't know for sure. I'm just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. But I do want to give you something lighter, and there you have it. It will be that. I'm pretty excited about this story that I'm writing. I don't have a title for it yet, but it's making me laugh. It is a very fun story to read. Makes me feel like I'm reading Lake and Cage in one. It makes me feel like I'm reading the beginning of Undeniably You. It's that just like you want to just follow these characters around and fall in love with them falling in love, and the silly goofy things that happen and the banter between them. So I'm glad I decided to do this. I think I needed that as well. And maybe I just needed you to remind me that I could use a little rom-com and something lighter in my life. So that is what I'm going to do for the rest of this year. I will also next year entertain the idea of writing a continuation of Jackson's story. So after Out of Love, for those of you who were just very distraught over the idea of not knowing more what's going to happen with Jackson, I'm going to start writing something with Jackson in 2022. I don't know if I'll publish it in 2022 or just start writing it. I really am not committed to for sure anything beyond just the Life series coming out the first part of 2022. I've thought about continuing on with my story Just Jane, which is a very short story originally that was in the Australia anthology. And some of you really liked Just Jane. I don't know why. I don't know why you liked Just Jane, but you'd asked for more, so she might get a full-length novel. We'll see. Lots of possibilities, things to do going forward. I don't have any signings this year, but I have committed to doing Book Bonanza next year. Probably by the time you're seeing this video, they haven't even announced that I have committed to it, and maybe I wasn't supposed to tell you, but spoiler alert, I guess I have committed to Book Bonanza next year, and that's July 7th through the 9th, I do believe, in Dallas, Texas. There's one other signing I may commit to, but I haven't yet. We'll just see on that one. I'm waiting to kind of see what happens with travel and COVID and masking and all of that type of stuff. I think a lot will be revealed between now and next year as to what that will look like. Let's see, what else do I have for you? Probably not a lot. That's just it. That's where I'm at. So this summer I'm going to spend in and out of the heat, the cold, the heat, the cold, writing books for you, getting some sunshine. I've been waking up pretty early in the mornings before 6 o'clock, like 5:45 on some days, taking my dog Swayze for a walk because it's so hot. I have to get out early so she doesn't overheat. We get out on that early walk. I've been waking my youngest up to do a bike ride then. So I go for the walk, come back, wake him up. We try to leave by 6:30, 6:45 to go get a bike ride in for the day. Come back, water my plants. My raised bed gardens are doing amazing. I have all my herbs and lots of mint and lavender and everything up here on my deck. So since we haven't had rain, I have to get that watered. So I get all of that done by probably 8:15, and that's when I sit down to do book stuff, which there's lots of writing to do, as I've told you. Plus there's just a lot going on, always with social media. Clearly like doing a vlog today. I'm into TikTok. Remember how I got into that and I said I wasn't gonna like this, it wasn't my thing. And I in general, social media is not my thing, and I just thought I would hate TikTok. But now that they kind of are showing me stuff that is a little more entertaining, I see the entertainment value of TikTok as probably with any social media, as long as it doesn't become your obsession, as long as you're not like just on it all day long. There are some things that definitely make me laugh and smile, and I hope I can share that with you when I occasionally throw up a TikTok here and there. Don't see me much on Facebook, definitely not on Twitter. Well, I think there's an account there that gets cross-posting from Facebook. I still do some Instagram. I just give myself permission when I start to go into this groove of writing between books to maybe not be as present on social media. I work hard to write books, sell books, put dinner on the table, that sort of thing. But ultimately, my goal in life is to spend time with my family, my kids, my husband, my puppy dog, and just enjoy life. So I've given myself permission to do that a little bit more, and I've shown myself some grace with timing on releasing books, to having days where maybe I don't put up any social media posts. And it's hard to find that balance, but for me, I do this all so I can have this fantastic relaxing time with my family. So I hope a lot of you are doing that as well. That's it. So enjoy your summer. I hope you guys get out and maybe try to do a little traveling, even if it's just a road trip or something. I've got a couple trips coming up I'm excited about. But other than that, I'm going to be sitting here in the heat, dreaming about a pool that doesn't exist until I've got a dog pool. Might have to go sit in that. Gonna have a good summer. That's what I've got planned. Lots of writing and a relaxing summer. So that's it. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday to everyone. Thank you for all the love from For Lucy. And again, check out that Audible book if you have not. The audio book that you can get from Audible and iTunes and Amazon if you get a chance. Anyway, that's it, you guys. I gotta head off to an orthodontist appointment for my son, so I will see you later. Bye.